Hello YouTube, I'm Dapie and welcome to my channel. So today we don't really have a video planned, me and Jacob are just hanging out, but you're more than welcome to stay if you want.
So as I was saying, Godzilla, coolest monster you'll ever see, hear, or even watch as a movie.
I'm not sure about that. He's just some big lizard that breathes out fire lasers.
Whoa. You mean his atomic breath?
Whatever. I'm no Godzilla fan whatsoever though.
Maybe this will change his mind. So what do you think of Godzilla?
Let's hold your horses. I'll tell you what I think about Godzilla after we do a movie review.
Fair enough.
Godzilla follows the monster of Godzilla as he goes and fights monsters and trashes cities on the way. So this movie was pretty good, I'd say. It did have really heavily focused story, but the action wasn't too much. Like, there wasn't too much action in it. While the ending did have the fight between Godzilla and the other two monsters, there was another part where it could have showed Godzilla fighting one of the monsters, but it just cut it and it just didn't show it, which I wish it did. Because of course when I'm watching a Godzilla movie, I want to see Godzilla destroy cities and fight monsters. So that part I didn't really like, but I did appreciate the story aspect. The actors in it did good and / okay. Some of them I feel like could have been a little bit better, but others did do well. And Godzilla and the monster, I like how they looked in this movie. It looked pretty great, looked realistic as if they were real. But yeah, so this was a pretty good movie, but of course there were just a little bit that I didn't like, which is just probably the fight scenes should have been a little bit more than they were in this movie.
So I really like this movie, and it has to do in part with the fact that they kind of took Godzilla to its roots, where it's more involving the story, kind of building up to Godzilla, the actual, I guess, protagonist, the real protagonist of the movie. And they do it in a very interesting way. Like you said, they don't really show too much of him, but what they do show at the end, I would say it kind of pays off. It's a good build-up, but it's too much of a build-up and not enough of that fight scenes of fight scenes that we should be seeing. But what it does do good is showing the the perspective of, you know, the human as, you know, looking out to the monsters. They just look so tiny in comparison. It's cool the way that Gareth Edwards did that, and he actually directed Rogue One, Star Wars. So it's cool that he chose that. And I guess what's really not bad, but something I didn't really like about the movie is like the cliches. It felt like there's too many of the cliches, but then again, it's a Godzilla movie, so what can you expect? And that's kind of my view on it.
So my fan rating for this movie would probably be an 8 out of 10. Of course, I appreciate the storyline, but of course, it's just mostly the action for me. Like, watching Godzilla movie, I want to see more action, more destruction of the city or fighting monsters, so that's why it is. So it is pretty high, I'd say, for the rating, but it's not. It could have been higher, I feel like, with more Godzilla. Like, what you think of when you think of Godzilla?
I'd give it a 8.5 out of 10. I actually think that this is a really good, I guess, beginning of the franchise for Godzilla in this new American direction. I thought it was pretty good start off point. So now, do you think Godzilla's cool?
He's alright, but I think I have something even cooler.